Welcome back to another episode of the You Know the Vividas podcast. I'm the one and only Juan the Don, and as always, I'm accompanied by Michael Carrasco.
What up?
What's going on? We're bringing back something that we did in season 2. It's Talkin Sports.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get back into our roots. We are gonna get into our inner Stephen A. or our inner,
Max
Kellerman, our inner sports analysis gigs.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, man, as always, we want to recap anything, any big events or anything that has occurred this past week that you want to inform the listeners and viewers with, or if not, we can get right into it, man.
I mean, this week is honestly chill week. Got to rest a little bit. Needed it. Still need that little more rest. I don't know. Ever since I got back from vacation, I just haven't been able to sleep right. But kind of like getting back into my regular routine.
That's hard, man.
Yeah,
Getting the sleeping schedule back after you play with it.
Yeah, I mean it takes at least I would say month and a half, 2 months to get it back to where you're supposed to be. I mean, apart from that, the same thing that happened to you last week happened to me. I cleaned my car.
Oh.
And then next day, poured down raining. But at least I got the unlimited membership.
We got some beef with Mother Nature, man.
Yeah. She's not playing. She's definitely been choosing violence lately.
I just gave up on washing my car at this point, bro. I mean.
Yeah. But apart from that, man, now just chilling. Yeah.
I just thought about something with the bro. Everybody was telling me why you getting on Michael with the Michael? Yeah, it used to be the Michael moments. Now it's Michael.
Yeah, I know, bro.
There you go, yo. You already dropped 10 years.
It's a filler word, though. All right, it's a filler word.
A filling or
filler?
Filler. Okay. Nah, man. So nothing other than that. Nothing big with your your clothing brand or nothing big at work happened. Nothing.
I mean.
Any plans coming up? August is we're in August.
Right. I mean, as far as work stuff, you just close a pretty good deal. So there you go, making some money. And on the clothing brand side, finally found a manufacturer. So there you go. So that means we'll be looking to launch in the next, I would say 2 to 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get everything right this time. So, yeah. And then for August, man, is I would say it's going to be a busy month. Not just the podcast itself, but also, the clothing brand and some other stuff that I have going on. So, yeah, I'm super excited. And I love being busy, so I
feel you.
Yeah.
Word. You also didn't mention we are finally working on the website and stuff for the merch and everything else that you can get on the website as well. So stay tuned, be on the lookout for that. Make sure you follow us on social media. You could turn the notification bell on social media as well.
Hit that.
So
cling.
Hit that as well.
Yeah, there should be a little video coming up right about now that tells you exactly what to do.
Facts. But I don't know, man. My weekend was pretty basic as well. Not nothing special. Finally had one day off this weekend in a long time, so right. I just took it to get some rest and everything and get into the gym.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. So my sleeping schedule has been messed up as well as yours. I feel like honestly, what messed my sleeping schedule up was football, because we used to have to get up so early. And we used to have to get up super early. So then after that, I could never to get out of it. So now I'll be waking up at 6 or 7 in the morning. I could go to sleep at 4 or 5 and still wake up at 6 and 7, bro.
The body got used to it. Yeah.
It's used to it, and then I would wake up and go back to sleep. So it's like a mini wake up, and then I go back to sleep. I check my phone, see anything special or anything happen. If anything significant, I wouldn't say special, anything significant happened in the world, or if anything happened, and then I'll go back to sleep. But yeah, so my sleeping schedule has been messed up too. Damn, this chair just keeps going down, guys. And donate to the the Vividas GoFundMe and get us some chairs, man. Cause these, I'm not gonna always keep going up and down in these. We need. I'm people probably think you're taller than me, man.
No, but I look shorter. Mine keeps going down. See, look.
But yeah, not in August. Like I said, birthday coming up here. So when this drops, my birthday would be the day before. So, spam happy birthday to Wanda Don in the comments. 23 years old. Con Dios mediante. So, God willing, we're gonna see 23, man.
That's right.
So
it's
appreciate
Jordan
it.
year.
Yeah, facts. I'm not gonna go to the go-to Jordan year caption that everybody does.
Right.
But we'll see. But yeah, man, that's all. August is gonna be full of blessings and success, God willing. New opportunities and hopefully new friendships as well.
Amen to that.
But let's get into this conversation. Oh, sorry. Before we get into the conversation, I almost forgot. We do have a quote. I always forget.
Sir.
So let's see what Michael has to say. Hopefully, it doesn't include anything saying yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm messing. Today's quote, I decided to relate it to what we're talking about, sports. The quote is by the famous, the GOAT, the one and only Michael Jordan. And the quote says, "Never say never. Like fears, limits are often just illusions."
Damn, he went deep in that one.
Yeah.
Fears can be illusions, facts. And so will be limits. So then if you see that way, then you would see that things are possible. Exactly. Once you get over that fear.
Exactly. Yeah. One thing that I can connect to this quote is I was watching, scrolling through. I've been doing a lot scrolling through YouTube Shorts. So I saw one where Steve Harvey was talking about how a flea can jump up to 36 feet in the air, but once you put it in a jar, it will adjust to the environment. So everything you do in life is all based on what environment you put yourself in. If you're putting in a negative environment, that's what the outcome is going to be. But once you start finding the right environment for you to be in, or we always talk about it, surrounding yourself by the right people, that's when you're going to see your full potential, and that's going to change your mindset as well.
Facts. Nah, you're right, and that's something that's I think is very important to take note of. Like you said, like your limits are the ones that you create yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you yourself know what you can reach and you know what you're capable of. But when you start putting limits to those things, that's when you limit yourself. There you go. There you limit yourself to things as well. Exactly. So you gotta just have faith. Like we always say, have faith in things, and go with your gut feeling and go with what you think is best for you. And don't do things to satisfy others. Not do it for yourself and for your well-being.
Exactly.
For sure. But good quote, man. Let's get into this talking sports, man. Let's get into this. Let's see what you have to start off with.
So I want to get it started with the whole Dolphins scandal going on.
Oh, and before we start, let's say so these news are current events as of Tuesday, August 2nd. Yeah. So I don't know if they will be outdated to you guys then, but at least you get to see Vibra's point of view. So let's go continue.
Yeah, but the whole Dolphins scandal where the owner, Mr. Stephen Ross, is being suspended and fined $1.5 million, which for him
it's probably nothing.
Pocket change. Yeah. But the reason behind it
lost draft picks as well.
And yes, rip off draft picks. Yep. So that's a big thing right there. When I was reading this, I'm like, I feel like this is the first time I hear an owner getting suspended from any sports.
Right. Well, we did talk about this prior when the first Talkin Sports, when we were talking about Brian Flores.
Exactly.
And so it looks like Brian Flores finally got what he was asking for when he presented the news, when he did a lawsuit presenting the news that they wanted him and the team to tank.
Exactly.
Tank is when you basically don't give any effort when you're out there playing and you give up on your season to try to get a top draft pick.
Exactly.
But yeah, so we did touch on Brian Flores' situation. So this is the first time, like you said, that we ever see a owner of a team uh get suspended. So that would have to be the NFL that does it, right? Because how do you, as the owner, aren't you the boss? Like,
exactly. So it has to be, the NFL commissioner, whoever, decides all the rules and all that. That's who I'm thinking will make that decision as far as suspensions and stuff like
but
that.
what exactly is his suspension then? Like, would he be around the team or?
So if essentially is suspended from any activity that has to do with the team
for the season.
It says until October 17th.
Oh, okay.
So not bad. Season will be pretty fresh.
Okay.
But it just blows my mind. Another thing that while I was reading the article is he was somewhat tampering with I know Tom Brady after that.
Tom Brady. Yep.
Yeah, trying to get him to come to the Dolphins.
Yep. Head coach from the Saints. Sad.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think. It just blew my mind, especially the whole thing. Owner gets suspended, type of thing.
Well, he's been around some fishy things. Even with Tyreek Hill, when they traded for him, he was close to Tyreek Hill's agent or something, and he was talking to Tyreek Hill's agent to get the contract already worked out before the even trade happened. Because when the trade happened, they signed a contract like that.
Right.
And that just doesn't happen that quickly. Negotiations.
No, it's a whole process.
As we're going to talk about later. But yeah, negotiations is a process.
Yeah.
Continuing in the football world, Deshaun Watson, he got suspended 6 games, which is the league minimum. And there's a lot of controversy behind this whole situation. First thing first, when the Browns initially signed him and traded for him, when they signed trade, it was like a signed trade thing. When they got him, there was a lot of a lot of mixed emotions because they gave him guaranteed $240 million or 200 something million, with him still having to go to court and everything, guaranteed.
Man, that's pretty. That's a lot of money, especially in the NFL
and with that situation.
Exactly.
So supposedly, then he came to an agreement with 25 of the women that were pressing charges. I don't know if it was monetary agreement or what.
Right.
But for those who don't know about Deshaun Watson, what happened? Basically, he was offering a lot of women, he was getting massages or trying to get massages from women, and throughout the massage, he would do some slick comments, even in text messages, and then want the famous happy ending.
Right.
Of the massage. So, which, I mean, Deshaun probably isn't the only man that has ever requested anything like that or has done anything like that. But when you're such a big figure.
Yeah, we touched on it last time we spoke about sports.
Yeah. So, yeah, once you're such a big figure, these things it could be small in the regular world, but in your world, it's way bigger.
Exactly.
So that's why you got to be careful with things like that, and only he and the women know if these things are true because they're all allegations.
Right.
But there's a lot of controversy with him only getting 6 games, which is the league minimum. They felt like he should have got the year suspended, the whole season suspended.
But I mean, it's still 6 games. That's like a third of the season.
It's 17 games.
17 games.
Yeah.
Then a little over a third of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, that I feel like that's a big enough punishment, considering that the NFL is the only sport where you play 17 games.
All right, so where the controversy is coming from, I seen somebody post this. They're like, Calvin Ridley got suspended the whole year for betting on games. He's a wide receiver from the Falcons. He got suspended the whole year from gambling on games. But Deshaun doing things with women only got him 6 games. That's where it's like, damn.
I mean, I get that part, but at the same time, it's 2 different scenarios where
and it's illegal to bet.
Right, because essentially you can be like, hey, bro, we're gonna be winning. If you guys play bad, we're gonna make some money, type of thing.
Well, the only way I see it as a problem is if it's individual player bet. Because then you control everything. Like if you know what I'm saying, like if you have to get 3 catches or something, you're gonna get them.
Right.
But the team, I feel like you really don't have an impact on if the team wins unless you're the quarterback or something.
Right.
So, but this gambling thing has been a huge problem, even with like Pete Rose, who hasn't been able to get into Hall of Fame in baseball due to the gambling thing. So he was one of the best. I think he has the record for hits or something like that. He's
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just something that's unfortunate. But let us know how you guys feel about the whole Deshaun Watson case. Do you feel like 6 games was enough? Do you feel like the disciplinary actions against him in the court was enough, or what? How do you guys feel about the whole situation? Let's continue here, man.
Yeah. So let's get to let's talk about golf for a little bit.
Damn, you about to bore the people, man.
No. We're gonna be quick. So this just blows my mind. So basic terms for golf is PGA Tour and the US Opens that happened throughout the year. But now there's a new thing called Live Golf, LIV Golf, which Tiger Woods turned down, and they're saying that his contract could have been valued anywhere from 700 million to 800 million.
Right.
Which just.
But is that in the span of like years or?
Yeah. They didn't really specify because he obviously turned it down.
But why would he turn it down? What's his net worth? It can't be that high.
His net worth, I'll tell you right now. I think it's like, it definitely has to be 9 figures.
And the good thing about that, that doesn't even, like, you could accept that contract and your play doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
You could lose every tournament and you're still getting paid.
Exactly. Because with the PGA, the more traditional, I would say, golf, you are playing individually, and depending on your ranking, that's how much you make.
Right.
Let's say if in one tournament you rank like top 5, you're getting probably like 10, 15 million. If you're the number 1 spot, you probably get a little more. And it all depends what tournament you're playing and all that. But yeah, that just blew my mind that I would say as a golf player, well, then again, it is Tiger Woods, one of the greatest in golf. But yeah, 700 mil to 800 mil, that's a huge contract.
Wow. Damn. Okay, so talking about contracts, we could go over to baseball now with Juan Soto. Juan Soto recently turned down, I think it was $450 million from the Nats.
Yeah,
for the Nationals, which then led the team to start shopping him around the trade deadline. Mm-hmm. And officially today, August 2nd, they have accepted a trade with the San Diego Padres for Juan Soto and Josh Bell, and then it was Eric Hosmer and a slew of prospects. Mm-hmm. Now, there's something in that whole situation that people didn't know, and you probably know now, but Eric Hosmer is no longer a part of the trade because in his contract, he has a no-trade clause. Mm-hmm. So he could approve or disapprove. Right. The unique thing about everything is that the trade still goes through. Mm-hmm. But now Eric Hosmer is going to be shopped around now because Josh Bell plays first.
Exactly.
So it's a unique situation for the Padres because they're going to get a 2-for-1 because they could trade Hosmer now because even though Hosmer was a part of the Soto deal, they could trade Hosmer for some prospects that that they lost out on now. So
exactly,
it's something that's unique. But something I do want to talk about in this whole situation, I feel like basketball is to blame in a way. The NBA is to blame with the super team because you never see that in baseball.
No.
Baseball has something that's unique because they have the minor leagues where people, have the farm system and they could create stars through the pipeline.
Yeah.
And that's why you never really seen that super team thing but more so homegrown teams. Exactly. I mean, you'd see the free agents signed, the Yankees always would get all the top guys.
As always,
You know what I'm saying? But you would never see the top 3 best players in the MLB all on one team.
One team.
Now you got fucking Soto, Machado, and Tatis.
Yeah, that. Yeah. And the crazy thing is they all can hit.
Yep.
They're all super young.
They're all Dominican.
And they're all Dominican, of course. all that platinum power, man.
So low key, the Padres low key already have the World Baseball Classic team.
They do pretty pretty much. They
got pitchers too that are Dominican.
Yeah.
So damn, talking about that, the World Baseball Classic got approved now for 2023.
Yes,
DR
sir.
is gonna take it home.
Yes, sir.
You know we're gonna take that thing home.
Might have to fly down there for the week.
They're gonna do it in Miami. Yeah.
Ooh,
Well, the qualifiers at least.
The
I don't know where
qualifiers,
the actual whole finals and everything is gonna be at, but yeah, man. So Juan Soto, going back to Juan Soto, they said he's projected to sign for $500 million,
which will be the biggest contract in MLB history.
Might be sports history, right?
Sports is damn near, yeah.
Well, I don't know because Tiger Woods, he said 700 to 800 million.
Yeah, but that didn't go through. And by the way, I got his net worth. It's believed to be estimated at least $1 billion.
Okay.
Tiger Woods, but yeah, that
he's young, man.
He's 23. Let's put it into perspective. I'm 24. I was born 98 in June. He was born 98 in October. He's literally 4 months younger than me.
That's
and
insane.
Yeah. Maybe if I grew up in DR and played baseball over there, I could have been in
that
position.
That's what I always say, bro. If I would have been in DR,
Right.
I would have been in the MLB by a long time ago.
At least making, 150 mil for a contract.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not bad.
but we do have to, take out and applaud. The guys that do make it to that level because it's such a long process, man.
It's competitive too.
And competitive. You get signed from DR at like 14, 15. Then you play in the Dominican League, Summer League for that first season. Then you maybe might go to the rookie ball here in the States. And then High A, Double A, Triple A.
And then you play in the minors.
It's a process, man. It's a process.
It is a process. It is a process.
You know what I mean? And you got to dominate throughout each level, which each level starts getting like harder.
Yeah.
It's like a game. Every level gets harder.
I mean, what I noticed now with like all the technology, I feel like athletes are becoming quote unquote super athletes.
Super athletes for sure.
Because who would have thought a 23-year-old kid would win the home run derby, be a 2 times MLB All-Star. And he only played
he made his debut at like 22.
At 20. Yeah, right before he turned 21 actually.
Yep. But you see this a lot now. Like a lot of young guys are making their debut young. Like even Mike Trout did it young. I think Devers made it young. Julio Rodriguez, the one that competed with him in the home run derby, I think it was like 22, right? 22, not 22.
Yeah. I know, like, back in the days, you would barely see it, but, like, Alex Rodriguez was one of the younger guys. And it's just crazy
21.
how 21. Yeah, like a lot of these kids are making their debut like sometime even before they're 21, where usually you play minor until you're like 20, 21, 22. That's when you get brought up.
I don't know how true this is, man. They said the youngest. This is in 1944. It looks like June 10, 1944. Joe Nuxhall became the youngest person to ever play Major League Baseball when he pitched. He pitched a game for the Cincinnati Reds. 15 years old.
I mean, I believe it because back in the days was a different. Like you didn't really.
The game was played during World War II.
Oh, that's great. that explains a lot.
yeah, bro. So 15 years old. But so yeah, maybe we're really not super athletes right now. So now they are, because you can see there's even a guy I think for the Pirates. I forget his name. The shortstop. Oh, O'Neal Cruz. He's like 6'8", 6'7" shortstop.
Exactly.
And they said he's the fastest guy in sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's insane.
Yeah, I feel like technology has helped with that, helping us better understand our body and how to push our limits safely.
The food, bro.
The food too.
Yeah. Kids are big shakes now, man.
Yeah, like
yep.
This is funny. So my sister's about 5'6", around there. Maybe a little shorter. I'm 5'10", 5'11" on a good day. But my younger brother, and we don't know where he get his height from. He's like 6'1", 6'2". He's like your height.
I think I'm taller than him.
Yeah, you are taller than him a little bit, but he's still gonna grow for like another 2 years.
That's what they say, but I feel like after like after your junior year, you don't. I feel like you don't grow
Usually,
much more.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, everybody grows differently
Yeah.
because for me,
I seen Anthony Davis. He got his growth spurt while in the NBA or something
yeah,
like that. Yeah. He
yeah,
grew
some
like
people are like
6 inches or
late,
something. Oh
late
no,
bloomers.
I'm lying. They said it was in high school. I think he was like 6'3", and when he
Mhm,
got to college, he was like 6'10",
mhm.
6'11". That joke's insane, bro. But yeah, man. Yeah, the whole Juan Soto craze is insane, man. And I mean, hey, you know your worth. Like we always say, know your worth, and he knows his worth. It's just
Exactly.
a huge risk for that team. Because if he doesn't pan out, like for instance, I'm an Angels fan, and when we signed Trout to that
Right.
$400 something million deal, it was like, yeah, he's the best, he's the GOAT. So, arguably, he's the
Oh
GOAT,
yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good things behind that, but he hasn't been healthy ever since. So that's the problem. Like health can come into play. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's a lot of things. So that's the big risk surrounding
But I
all of that.
mean, Juan Soto, Dominican, we always got that Vaporub
Yeah.
on deck, so
Yes, sir.
we good,
But
we good.
let's go to the next one, man.
Hmm.
What you got?
The next one, I mean, Lewis Hamilton joins the Broncos ownership group. That's a big one. If you don't know who that is, this one's a quick one. Lewis Hamilton, F1, Formula One champion multiple times. Pretty good driver. But yeah, it's good seeing people of color becoming owners of teams and different things when it comes to sports and different companies. So yeah.
Facts. Nah, that's what's up. Oh, next, another thing. Well, the next talking point is going to be Brittany Griner. This news
Right.
has been going on for a while, but now is when the significant news has came.
Yes.
And it's basically, for those who don't know or are not familiar with the case, Brittany Griner, supposedly after the women NBA season finished or concluded, she had went to Russia to play overseas because we always talked about it. Women NBA don't get paid what
That's
they
more-
what they
yeah.
should, so they have to find other ways to make more money. So she wanted to continue playing basketball overseas in Russia. Going through TSA, she got confiscated dab pen or something,
Yeah.
and which in Russia is like the equivalent of like 100
Cocaine.
kilos. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and respect every country's rules and laws
Yeah.
and everything. But I feel like she should have at least looked into all of that before doing that.
Right.
Now I do think that the whole
Process.
the process and everything has been a little harsh on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, it's their rules, their laws, and everything. So we can't really control that because we do see them, hit people with some massive, sentences.
Sentences and fines.
Well, I think
and
they were
violations.
saying like it was supposed to be like 25 years or something like that.
I think it was between 10 and 15.
Okay,
around there.
yeah,
Somewhere
so
around there.
10 or 15, but still a lot for that.
It's still, yeah.
So basically, what I wanted to talk about was the news that's going on right now. There's a trade, quote unquote trade,
Yeah.
that's going on. Well, it's being talked about. For the notorious Russian arms dealer Victor Bout. Victor Bout, for those who don't know, is serving a 25-year sentence in the U.S. and here in the United States after he was convicted in 2011 of conspiracy to kill American soldiers. So the United States has him, and that's like I guess like a prized possession to Russia.
Yeah.
And basically is gonna trade him for Brittany Griner and a former U.S. Marine, Paul Whelan, who was arrested for spying allegedly in Moscow in 2018. He also is doing a 25-year sentence. So basically, they're gonna trade Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan for Victor Bout. Do you think this is a solid trade?
I mean, I feel now, the government is trying to do what's right for,
Yeah, but they said this is a dangerous man,
a
terrorist.
It is going to be tricky because now, all right, don't want to get into politics, but now Russia has an asset,
Right.
quote unquote. So the trade has its pros and cons,
Right.
At least we're getting two citizens to come back into the country.
Right.
They get to be with their family and all that. Yeah, but it's I feel like it's a super touchy subject that without, I guess, knowing all the facts and components,
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, but then again, it's also something that is significant because everything that's
Hmm.
going on now with Russia
Exactly.
and Ukraine, which is still going on.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's just gonna give Russia more power because
Hmm.
this guy is, like I said, he's been known for a lot of big things. So it's something definitely to keep an eye out, an eye out on, or whatever, however you want to say it, eye on.
Ion.
I think it is very significant, and it's just been something that has been affecting the United States in
It
whole.
has. Yeah.
For something that we would see here as something such as a little thing as a
Hmm.
dab pen.
Exactly. Everybody's doing it nowadays.
Everybody
Apparently.
but one.
Yep. And Michael. And,
But continue, man. Let's go.
yeah, let's get into our favorite. I would say,
Foe.
yeah, I guess sports.
Yeah.
Let's start with the UFC. Big fight. Yes.
Yeah, Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena, the Venezuela vixen, versus Amanda Nunes, the lioness. They did a rematch for the bantamweight title. Keep in mind, Amanda Nunes already has a championship in featherweight, but she had to reclaim her former bantamweight title. She was the only woman double champ in the history of the UFC, the only women's double champ backed again.
Yep.
So, and the only woman recently, and I think the only fighter to knock someone out knock down somebody 5 times in the first 2 rounds. Amanda Nunes came back with a vengeance. She's the GOAT for a reason of women's mixed martial arts, women's combat. Yeah, and she looked great as ever, man. I get real involved in the fight, like when I'm watching it, because like I'm a huge fan of things, and I'm a diehard fan when I watch things, and like when I was seeing her getting kept taking Pena to the ground, I'm like, why are you taking her to the ground where that's her game? You know what I'm saying? She's a jiu-jitsu. Honestly, they both are jiu-jitsu, like goddesses, literally. But Pena submitted her in the first one, so I'm like, why are you gonna take her there again?
Right.
But Nunes just was on like her best game, and she literally dominated her on feet, on the ground, everything.
It was a brutal fight. But yeah, it's good seeing that. There's some sports that are still going hard at it. Apart from the UFC recent fight, Ryan Garcia's and Fortuna. That was I would say
Fortuna has let down all Dominicans, man.
Yeah. But overall, it was a good fight. I feel like Fortuna could have done a couple things differently.
He just doesn't look like he's supposed to be in the ring with them guys. He just looks smaller than all them guys.
He is was smaller than Ryan. But I just feel that Ryan Garcia is stepping into that, that level. He's getting there. Now he's calling out Gervonta Davis, which I'm ready to see. What would you say will be your prediction for that fight?
So I've never really liked Ryan Garcia. Just because I feel like he's one of those internet boxers as well. Like at least that's how he came up with all the controversy and everything. A lot of social media controversy and everything.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie. When Rolly fought Gervonta, I wanted Rolly to win, just because Rolly would have been good for the sport. Because Rolly is a promoter.
Yeah.
But I would say, as hard as I like, as what's the word? As bad as I don't want to say this, I think I want Gervonta to beat Ryan Garcia. He's a fellow Maryland guy.
Marylander.
Marylander. And I don't know, man. Something about Ryan Garcia that that doesn't sit with me, man. Now I would hope that they eventually give a shot to my man Michel La Salsa Rivera.
Yeah.
Dominican
Dominican
guy,
Ali.
undefeated.
Yeah.
Dominican Ali. I think he would, be good. I feel like with a couple more fights, he's gonna be solid. He got all the basics and the fundamentals down pat.
Oh yeah.
Once he start dropping some guys, it's over.
Who do you think would be an ideal next fight for him?
Pitbull Cruz.
Yeah, I know that's been kind of in the talk. That would be
Pitbull Cruz or even Haney.
I mean,
I would like to see him fight Shakur too. They got the same build.
Okay, so this is what I would love to see. I would love to see him fight Pitbull first. I feel like that would be a good fight for both of them.
So you know what? I think Tank has to rematch Pitbull, and then maybe Garcia will come after that. So now if Pitbull loses to Tank again, then I can see him fight Rivera. But how about Pitbull versus Tank and
part two,
and then maybe Garcia, gives Rivera a shot.
I mean, yeah, those are good matchups.
That'd be tough.
That's good matchups.
Dang, Golden Boy, some people need to hire me, man.
I mean, yeah. Just send the contract email and the link, It's a 2-for-1 deal, okay?
Right.
But yeah, no, that's a good matchup, especially, Pitbull first fight. I think he only had like 3 weeks of training camp, and he did really great against Gervonta Davis. Yep. Now imagine him having a full camp for training. I feel like that would be good. Yeah, and then just still in the boxing, there's big news. Associates one of the Paul brothers, Mr. Jake Paul. Fight got canceled. What do you have to say about that?
It's I don't know. It's a lot of mixed emotions, man. I don't know who to believe between him and Hasim Rahman Jr.
Right.
Supposedly, obviously Jake Paul's a cruiserweight. And Rahman is a heavyweight. And they wanted him to get down to 200 pounds with it was like a 10-pound rehydration clause, which is brutal.
It is.
And I don't know what his current weight was. It probably would have been like 230 something, 240 something.
I think that's
but to get down to 200 and then only be able to get the rehydration clause of 10 pounds, it was risky, man. I mean, he was going to be very weak.
10 pounds do make a lot of difference versus, 200. And I mean, Jake was going to have to go up in weight because he usually fights around 195.
Well, they said they came to an agreement to 205 after Rahman and them weren't happy with that. But I don't know who pulled out. They saying that Rahman pulled out and they're saying that Jake pulled out. So who knows?
Right. I mean, I was excited to see that fight, honestly.
Right.
I feel Hasim would have been somebody to really give a good fight to Jake.
Well, I don't know, because watching his highlights, he's super slow, man. He don't seem like he has pop.
I mean, but the weight does that. I feel like him coming down in weight would definitely make him a little faster.
Now, you know who he needs to fight? Put him in there with Rolly, bro.
With Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's going to be a hilarious fight. That's going to be a
Imagine the marketing for that, man.
Man.
I think Rolly would do it.
But, I mean, Rolly's too light, though. He will have to jump up.
He probably go up.
But he will have to go up like 40 pounds.
Oh, and and Paul now is trying to get McGregor out of retirement.
Man, leave McGregor alone. McGregor.
For those who don't know, McGregor and Floyd have been eyeing a rematch.
I will see that.
They've been talking about a rematch. The first fight was the second highest pay-per-view sales in combat sports history.
That was McGregor's biggest
payday,
yeah.
Because the UFC just doesn't pay. Dana White pay. That's why people like Francis Ngannou and Kamaru Usman want to go to the boxing, like to do one fight.
Oh, yeah.
They said Ngannou's pound for pound the best heavyweight, so he's a dangerous man. So him and Tyson Fury will be tough. And Usman wants to fight Floyd, so... Oh, no, he wanted to fight Canelo.
Oh, yeah. I feel like everybody wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo is going down, man. We're going to see what happens with him and Triple G after this. But
that's going to be a fight with a lot of fireworks.
I don't know, man. Canelo might have lost his juice.
I don't think so. Do I think it was risky for him to go up against like one of the top like heavyweight? Yeah, 100%. I mean, he could have prepared better. I feel like he already had in his mind, okay, I already knocked out a light heavyweight before. I have fought these guys that are way taller than me. But, what was the guy? Bivol. It's like damn near on his prime. And
it's excuses, man.
But I mean, yeah, I feel like he should have he shouldn't go anything higher than 168.
But if he wants to say he's the pound for pound best ever, he
has to go up.
Yeah, so.
He has to go up. But I mean, he lost that title. Let's see how he does against Triple J. I feel like that's gonna be a good fight. I definitely see somebody getting knocked out because just the bad blood between the two of them it's great for marketing. And yeah, we should see next month and see what happens.
Facts. And yeah, I mean that's all I have. But the last thing I did want to say, you guys have been slacking since the last Talkin Sports when me and Michael said that we would put the gloves on for content.
Yo, we do a whole charity event. Like,
we'll do a charity event. Juan Soto versus Michael, man. Who do you guys got in a boxing fight?
Yeah, and then pretty much
bets now.
Yeah, I mean, we can do it. Just let us know. We start planning. We're going to camp.
What if we go into one of those them content creator boxing matches? We're going to have to get signed up on one of them joints. Like Blueface and them are boxing now, all of them guys.
Yeah, let us know how we can get into one of those. Like, I would definitely jump in the ring and, whatever money gets generated, put it towards charity. I'm down for that. So let us know how we can join one of those.
It's me versus you though, bro.
I mean, we can do it. It doesn't matter, blue side versus red side.
Yo, who do you got in the comments, man? Juan Soto or Michael Carrasco in a boxing match? Let us know, man. The Talkin Sports special.
But yeah, we'll definitely talk it up. Let's see if we do it.
Sparring though.
Yeah, we can do sparring. We can find a gym and do that easily.
If you guys want to see that, let us know, man.
Yeah. All right. But I guess any final words apart from that?
No, man. It's been a busy week for sports. Be on the lookout, guys. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Today we're actually gonna go record something else, which you guys are probably gonna already know. And just be on the lookout for that. So thank you guys, like I said, for tuning in. We want to keep doing things different. We want to add sports and do a little balance of everything. So for those who are interested in sports and want to continue seeing things like this of Talkin Sports, let us know and we'll continue to do it.
Yes, sir.
Any last words from you?
I mean, you need to go out there, be great. Again, limits and fears are your solutions. Just go out there, try your best, and give it you all into everything that you do. And apart from that, make sure that you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave something positive in the comment section below. Let us know what type of content you want to hear, and never forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get updated with the latest and newest coming from the channel. And if you're listening, make sure to leave a rate or review. And as always, subscribe.
Oh, you did it wrong.
Oh, man. And that's your thing, though. All right, we're gonna bleep that out. All right, let's go. 3 minutes later. Go ahead, you got it.
Nah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in each and every week, every Monday at 12 p.m. Thank you guys for all the continued support and love, all the new subscribers, all the new followers. Thank you guys for coming to the podcast and supporting us. And thank you guys for everything. Just know that this is only the beginning, and we're going to continue growing thanks to you guys and all of your friends that you share it with. But this is the end of the podcast, episode 5, Talkin Sports. As always, remember to like, comment, and as always, remember to subscribe.
And let's vibe. Peace.
That's how you do it.
That's your thing.